Good morning. Thank you so much for having me. This feels like such a holy and sacred place this morning. And as the prayer of confession reminded us that God brings us that possibility of community, and this feels like we may almost have that again. And that's something that's worth praising for. My name is Jackie Craig. I am the executive director and co-founder of the Green Chair Project, which is a nonprofit located here in Raleigh. We started the Green Chair Project about 10 years ago, literally in a closet just down the street at Edenton Street United Methodist Church. What we do at the Green Chair is we collect furnishing donations from the community that we then place in the households of families who are facing the challenges of homelessness or crisis or after a disaster. So when they start over in life, they have more of a chance of building a sustainable home because it will be a well-equipped and healthy home for them and for their children. So since we started Green Chair, we have furnished over 5,000 households. And no longer are we in a little closet at Edenton Street Church. We're in 32,000 square feet of space in downtown Raleigh here on Capitol Boulevard. And the growth has been just an amazing blessing to watch. As I tell people, it's God's idea and we just try to keep up. It is a marvel to see what this community has done in providing this great resource for people who are in need of starting over in our community. But actually, the whole start of Green Chair really happened right out here in First Presbyterian's parking lot. I have been a volunteer in the Job Start Women's Prison Ministry Program for many years, thanks to my friend Mary Ray, who is a member here at your church. I often would go and help with Bible studies, arts and crafts, mentoring the women, and class after class, just got to know them in a way to be able to see what their needs were and how we could help them sustain life and be able to fully recover from their incarceration and stay out of prison again. And one thing I noticed over and over was often when the women got out of prison, they had little to no family support. But here they were expected to face the tremendous challenges of starting over without that support. And I remember a woman named Tasha who had been in the Job Start class, and Tasha came directly from Raleigh Correctional Center for Women, literally came right here to the parking lot in First Pres, and they were going to bring her to what her new home would be. And she had nothing. But I knew that I had some extra things, as we all do. And when we have a good reason to, we can sure clean out our cupboards and we can clean out our attics. And I told friends and friends of friends. And right here in this parking lot, we unloaded from my car to her car all of the basic necessities, from dishes and pots and pans and her television, or bedding for her bed, a lamp to light her room. And it was so easy to do, but it was such a great blessing to her. And that just inspired me to think, well, if Tasha needs that, I bet there's other people that need that. And that's when God really started whispering in my ear that, I was going to be the one to get that started. So my friend Beth Smoot and I put our heads together and, again, just asked the church, could we just borrow a closet? Because I'm sure it'll just be a lamp here and some sheets there. And pretty soon, within weeks, we had outgrown that closet. And as I said, today we're in 32,000 square feet and have helped over 5,000 families. And how we do that is we partner with other local nonprofits right here in Wake County who are already walking beside those folks who are making that transition. So the Interfaith Prison Ministry that's still housed here at First Presbyterian is still one of our great partners. And in fact, the first client that we helped that they made a referral to, I ended up hiring, and she's still with us today. So a huge part of my heart lies here, because I know that was part of God's plan to get Green Chair started, to go on to bless so many. Now, during COVID, things have been challenging. Our community needs are bigger than ever. and we couldn't have people in person anymore to Green Chair. And that was a very important part of how we serve. We have folks come to us and have a once-in-a-lifetime shopping experience to choose their entire household at one time, but we could no longer safely do that during COVID. So we have pivoted and been able to offer those selections online. So the clients can actually make choices and see their whole household arranged before them right there on the computer with the case manager they're working with. And we also noticed that because we were already delivering that furniture to a household, that some of our other nonprofit partners didn't have means to get their things right to the households of the folks that needed it. So we partner with the food bank, the Interfaith Food Shuttle, the diaper train, Read and Feed, also that we could bring very necessary supplies like food and cleaning products and essential items along with the furnishings. Thanks to First Presbyterian, you all recently did a drive for us where you collected those kind of cleaning supplies and household items, and those are such a blessing to the families. They're expensive. It's expensive to buy cleaning products, paper towels, and if you can find toilet paper. So all of those things are packaged up and delivered along with the furnishings. And we also deliver beds to children. Sometimes families already have a furnished home, but because they're living in poverty, they can't afford a bed for a child. There's over 6,000 children in Wake County that are sleeping on the floor at night, and we're setting out to change that. We're the only nonprofit in Raleigh that's addressing that need, and we want to just completely eradicate that any child ever has to sleep without a bed. So how you can help is you can please follow us on your social media, on our website, thegreenchair.org. For a gift of $250, you can put a child in a bed. This year alone, we'll do well over 1,000 beds for children and cribs for babies that don't have one of their own. The need is tremendous in this community, and we cannot furnish a home without you donating your couch. When you get a new couch, please think of us for your old couch that's still in good condition, or your lamps, or your silverware, or your dishes. Those are things that families need every day, and you can drop those off to us as well, or we can come to your house and pick up something that's too large for you to get to us. So I thank you so much for your support that has helped us serve this community in such a unique way that no one else is doing. And I'll never forget Tasha, meeting her in the parking lot, and the blessing you all were to her by hosting the Job Start program, by hosting the Women's Interfaith Prison Ministry, and again for your continuing support today through including us in your missions and keeping us in mind for all of your extra donations. So thank you for the privilege to be here with you this morning.